given, that's how we live it. Don't be mad at the system, it's simply how we've existed. I hear a lot of people talking like they politicians and choose to be an accountant because it's safe in the business.
But here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. An incomplete, crisis averted. Almost picked. Think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. Pick up there, move the chains. Now Jackson.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar
Post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This will be taken short. And he will take it back only to about the... So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. FLACCO. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And all the way down to the 42.
If you get your hips turned the wrong way, big play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And now running right through him. And shutting him off, now open field. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, 50. And now it's blocked. And now the Ravens get it. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, the 30, 20. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points.
They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't.
More offense at the line, set to get going. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Sticking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Willie Snead all alone. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead for the extra point. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense.
That ball don't belong to you, boy. That ball belong to you.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken. Charles had finished the season 7-9. 1-4 their last 5 to get to that mark. Really what killed their chances was that 0-4 start to the season. A couple of those losses were really heartbreakers in the final seconds of the game.
And they were hurt by outside linebacker, defensive end, and Jawan James starting offensive tackle. They exit early, don't really play much this season. But this Broncos, you talked about the Denver offense, you were on target. Down the stretch with Drew Lock, though, starting to show some sparks of life.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 19 yards away with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. Line for this next drive. They go play action here on first down. He got his man complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final corner now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Now it's Jackson as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, battle for it here, and this will be caught. The
addition, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. With good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards. Oh, this is blocked. And the Broncos have it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him.
And point blocked. Do you think the rain had anything to do with it getting blocked?
Everything goes a little bit slower, but I'll tell you what, the snap and the hold, they look good.
Yeah, and most of the time, I love when you bring that up about it getting slower. It's deliberate when it gets slower, right?
FLACCO going to bring up the Broncos 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's got room. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 48 yards. And then boom, off to the races.
And it's how he made him miss. A little bit of strength, too. Had to work through contact to get him off of him. And then once he did that, now he put his agility to use and took off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To pass, FLACCO. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards. They run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's FLACCO finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get it. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis in his first half of action. He's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the field. It affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary.
Go to huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Mike 96, Mike 96. Come on. You better bring it.
They're going to look to throw on 4th with FLACCO. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. And oh, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And now look at him go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. The botch PAT. They're set to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the... It's at the line, set to get going. Now it's Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A really good pickup of 20.
And put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll run it. The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15
yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to... 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you set the tone this way...
He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield. The first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Still staying on his feet. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton. Their own 25, 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This will be taken short. Able to power through. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The line for this next drive. Here's Jackson to throw. steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first. Officially a 66-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've reached half. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is with it? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibit.
Here's Flacco off the play fake to Lindsey. He'll get this one to Patrick. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Flacco. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he's eaten up at the line. Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. He's got his tight end Fant. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This toward halftime to try to slow down this offense. It has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn and none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They toss to Freeman. Shedding through the defense. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple. So good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Flacco. This is caught. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now from the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by McManus is good. And high fives for that one as that drive is salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go, let's go.
Possession of the second half. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
From the 41, Jackson. Now he'll pull it down. EA Sports. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
I mean, great push. And what do they create? Space. And he takes off.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away. But it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up
To the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run.
Complete. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that'll move their lead up to the field. Ain't going to be enough.
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And when you're facing, that's the spark that they were looking for. But they got it with that big return.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that is incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
5:36. 5:36.
Here's Flacco. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before the perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And so is this one. A red zone 1st down for Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 14-yard touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. 20 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there. 20. We welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score! Touchdown, Baltimore! Taking it in from 2 yards. 3 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This will be taken very short. But he breaks through another tackle. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount every week in practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. McManus
could come back at you a long way.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Trailing by a field goal. A little under 40 seconds to go. He's back to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the... It's a 1 play, 75 yards, 6 points. It's a very short kick, taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken to start their next drive. Setting to throw, FLACCO. And the coverage terrific there as that's to Sutton there. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds. Late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Well, Charles.